It's Madden NFL.
The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
They're led out by the second-year pro out of Pitt, looking for a big jump in year two, Kenny Pickett.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Eligible receiver downfield. Awesome.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to bring up second down.
Pickett.
And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a 4th-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spent a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well. And he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
On play action, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week,
pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Off play action. Pickett.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Pickett. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there.
And it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Cowboy defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
At the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 13 carries, 60 yards.
Just did all right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though. He knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Cousins.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Little short pass here to Hill. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw, Cousins. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Pickett. Pushes past him. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring him second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Pickett. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Slaughter going to put this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 33 yards that time.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins now. Returning right back to Lockett. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Pickett now from the gun here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pickett lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3rd down and 1. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They go play action. Cousins. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Cousins. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Cousins to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. To the air on first down with Pickett.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
A first down throw for Cousins.
He finds his man, Pollard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a third down throw that misses the target, incomplete.
That open man that time, they end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Jones. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Pickett. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Cousins again. They complete it to Hill. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run with Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped at his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Cousins now on 2nd down. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Pollard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Cowboys. 63 yards on a punt return score. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here's Pickett. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A second down throw for Cousins. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Pickett now from the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Pickett right back to the air again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for the Panthers. 1st down.
Pickett back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we have Stephon Gilmore, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Oilers and the Bears, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and 2nd overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 127 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Smith. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Stroud looking to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
1st down, Houston.
They hand this off to Harris.
And he stopped immediately there. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Stroud out of the gun here. Pass incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a play.
And Owen will be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the 1st half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
1st down, Houston.
Palmer going to go in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense.
I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The 13 yards that time of the first. And Stroud now to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Isaiah Foskey brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Stroud. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Kyle Pitts. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have the big advantage.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for Bears. 1st down.
Smith on first down. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaiah Foskey in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Here's Smith now on second down. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Stroud now on second down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Oilers.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the Bears' 23-yard line.
Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Houston.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 12-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. First and goal, Houston.
Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run with Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Geno now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense worked their way back onto the field.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages...
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Taken from just outside the 30.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Now Geno on 1st down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud working out of the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Stroud to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Field goal unit not out there. They won 6 before halftime. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Geno. It's complete to Hopkins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Palmer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Jones will come now in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Trey Palmer with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Oilers are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10.
On first down, Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get it inside the 35. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to.
Touchdown, Bears! Tyler Conklin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Palmer. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Stroud. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the save. Demario Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm not knowing what's a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
23 yards to pick up there. Again, Smith. Open there, here's Conklin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has been a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Geno. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
All start. Offense.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throw left side on target to Thielen. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn yet another first down. Geno now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Geno on first down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, here's again to Achane. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Third down, here's Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. That's caught, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, here's Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. This complete to Jones. catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down, Oilers.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Stroud off the play fake.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston. The Bears now ready to take over again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Smith's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Smith to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Ringo on the coverage.
Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, Achane. And down to the 36-yard line here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down right around the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Achane. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Bears, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's the
holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Colt defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. Burrow will throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number?
Breaks the tackle, now rally. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Richardson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Short throw caught by Pitts.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's going to
this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Short throw caught by Pitts. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 7 catches, 94 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
Richardson. That complete to Downs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man, it's Warren. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Burrow. Open man left side is Wallace complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. On second down, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barnett. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. On second down, here's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Richardson. This taken in by Downs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Richardson working from the gun. This pass left side to Downs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Now Richardson back to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. The Colts had 8 and 6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Richardson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that will be incomplete. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First down. Here's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Burrow on play action. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Chase Young
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Burrow.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd down and 13.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Again, it's Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Now it's Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Now Richardson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Flushed out right. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Gay's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
On 1st down, Richardson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Richardson looking to throw.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Off play action, Richardson.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Logan Wilson. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escapes the second, and the pressure gets to him again. Sam Hubbard. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Jamar Chase. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Now Burrow. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And Richardson back to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air with Richardson. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Richardson will throw for it.
It's complete. Wiggles free. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
And he's going to be out of bounds.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, Whitfield. A nice move he had, but can't break away.
And he's brought down just inside the 30. Second down and 4. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the end zone, it's Strong. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First and 10, it's Richardson. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Richardson off the play fake. Short throw caught by Pitts. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 26-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sam Hubbard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
On 3rd down, Whitfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Got his man, it's Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Richardson to throw it. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
Here's Richardson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try.
He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So Burrow and the Bengals down 24-20, 53 ticks to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow.
He finds his man, complete. That's one. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for the Colts...